So we're working on all the different pieces. So ultimately, there's a totality to the technique.
Yeah.
Right. We have to be aware of the grip. We have to be aware of the idea of being at the floor. We must have a starting position for this technique. We have to understand how to turn our wrists. We have to understand how to make throws or motions, which gives us the opportunity to make notes on the way up and the way down. And on the way down, which is what is different about this technique as it compares to other techniques. Because most techniques are all down. They're, as opposed to Richard Wilson, who was a child protege who played the, violins, Brahms violin concerto at Carnegie Hall at the age of, I think it was 9.
Yeah.
And on the violin, we move both ways. So we can make notes this way and that way. And so it is with snare drum technique. It played using Murray Spivack's approach, so that we can make a note on the way up and we can make a note on the way down, up and down, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so those are the basic elements that we want to explore, and we're using these exercises, different Spivack library exercises, different strokes. We stick control and use, and we start to learn these different aspects of this approach to playing. So with singles, we were working just to get you to hold the sticks and feel turning your wrist, right?
Yes.
Which is a really big deal. Something as simple as that is a big deal. And so if we're at 40, I had you playing half notes, which is really slow. If you just play, let's just start with quarter notes. Now what I want you to do today, I'm just going to talk to you. See, just go ahead and make little taps here. I'm barely turning up to the ceiling, and I'm making little taps. I'm turning even less than you. And what I've got going is, I kind of hesitate to mention this, but that is the Carlos Vega idea of, and this is just, this is something remedial. I don't want you to turn this into the technique entirely, but it gives you some insight. If you take your 3-finger grip and really squeeze, see what I'm doing? I'm squeezing here. I'm sending energy from the ball of the thumb across somewhere in between the first finger and the middle finger. I can't move it. There's no movement. It's locked. I'm squeezing. And I'm squeezing so that I can create this channel in my thumb. To actually create a channel in your thumb. If you do that, there's this little indentation. Can you see it? Take the stick out of your hand now. And do you notice the indentation? See it running down the center of the thumb?
Yes.
It's supposed to sit in there, but we're not supposed to be squeezing it, as I'm showing you, severely, so that we can get to know that channel. But there's that aspect of a 3-finger grip. There's a channel. Then as we go to play in real life, we're not going to be squeezing it to create a channel, but we know that's there, right? So we have this 3-finger grip. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So what we have happening is we have, this is really Richard Martinez isms. that have to do with the idea of, for playing singles, you recognize that there's a fulcrum in the wrist, right? And we don't want to slam down it. There's a fulcrum in the wrist, and there's a fulcrum potential here. We don't take advantage of this fulcrum in the way that we do if we're asking the stick to rebound. This fulcrum is in place at all time, so that ultimately we can allow the stick to rock through this tiny, narrow little fulcrum. I put up a video last night saying, what do I call it? Power with a tiny fulcrum. Because it's hard to get your head around the idea that this little tiny fulcrum, it can be part of the approach that you hear Vinny Colaiuta or Carlos Vega using at Baked Potato under very loud circumstances.
Right.
And yet it offers the opportunity to play throughout the dynamic spectrum. So we have a fulcrum in the wrist. We have fulcrum potential here. And then what we're looking to do is to find, I think the word was equilibrium. You see? So we have this fulcrum here, we have a fulcrum here, and we're trying to not overblow. We don't want to destroy this feeling of, you say, balance, because in this technique, the fulcrum is really, in a sense, you have to be careful with the word balance, because it's a point of imbalance. If we were to put the fulcrum right in the middle, then you'd have real actual balance. But that's not what we're doing. We're holding the stick towards the butt end just enough so that we get rebounds. Too far back, stick wants to die. Too far forward, it doesn't seem to want to fall forward. So anyway, we're looking for that, and here we're allowing the stick to rebound. We're looking for that kind of feeling of equilibrium if we're just turning our wrist for one note. We're aware of the fulcrum that exists here in the wrist, and we're aware of the fulcrum that exists here in the hand, the fulcrum potential. Right? And you see what I'm doing? How it's very kind of balanced. It doesn't do this. See, now you may as well just now there's just, it doesn't matter. See, this idea of applying the right amount of force to the lever arm is a really big deal. So that's the Jack Verga concept of lifting up the stick and letting it fall. We don't want to add undue force. Remember I told you that last week we worked on the speed on the way up is the speed on the way down. You see, you're looking for that equilibrium. Right. So if we're just down here turning like this, we don't want to add too much force. We want to feel this very relaxed, comfortable wrist turn. So I'm thinking about my wrist, I'm thinking about fulcrum potential, and I'm thinking about not destroying the feeling of balance or slight imbalance by doing this, because now you got nothing. You've choked up the grip, you're adding excess of force, but you're just looking to do that. So you're going to concentrate on the wrist fulcrum, and you're going to concentrate on that little 3-finger grip. I had you make the Carlos indentation on your thumb, but we're not going to be squeezing that hard, but we are holding it in here. Now, come up just a little less, quieter. Don't push down too hard. Just feel it balancing there. Yeah, you see? That's really nice. See how nice that is? Now do that in the other hand. You see, that's much better. There's little subtle things like that. You can feel the wrist. You can feel there's a fulcrum here. You're turning. You can feel that you're holding the stick. You have to have a grip. And you can feel the fulcrum potential. Don't go lifting higher now and slamming down, so you can insist on feeling it. There's not much to feel. That's the kind of mysterious aspect of this technique. We'll turn even less. Just come up a half an inch. Here, you don't have to slam down. Just think, you can even think of gravity. You're almost using gravity now. You're just holding that stick and falling with it. Don't go shoving down and don't turn higher. Maintain your experiment. Just a half an inch, tiny. There you go. See that? You don't have to let go of your first finger. You're going to hold on there a little bit. You're going to hold on with the thumb, sending energy directly across to somewhere in between the first finger and the middle finger. Don't turn higher. Don't go down harder. Now do that in the right hand. Don't turn too high. Make sure you're holding that stick in your first. There you go. You corrected it. Got to hold with the first finger and thumb as well. They're firm, comfortable, and constant. But the stick is somewhere in between all three. That's not bad. Very comfortable. See, your arms are just messing around. So if you do that, and then you do this, you see, things will change. Good. Now come back down to that half-inch turn. Tell me what changed.
Well, speed changes. The height
changed. I know. And okay. And I'm asking, what did the change of height do? How did that affect your
increase the speed? Coming back.
No, it's going up and down. Should be going up and down. Essentially the same speed, I believe. And it looks pretty good.
Turns the wrist a little more, I guess. Maybe involves the arm a little more, maybe.
Okay, good. See, I've got you thinking. So I'm going to give it to you. What we start to feel is we have this equilibrium. We have the wrist fulcrum. We have this fulcrum. I can feel where the stick is landing. Every time it lands somewhere in those three fingers. And then when I do this.
Louder.
Yes, it's louder, but what I feel is now I feel, and you're feeling it, but you don't know it. I feel the stick being forced into the fulcrum. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it in that three finger area? You see, there.
The
feel it?
Pushing it in there a little bit. Yeah.
It gets forced into that spot. That spot becomes really obvious. But it can't disappear just because it's not being forced in there. It's there. It's perfect. It's beautiful right now. Okay, so here's the exercise. That's really good. See? This technique has things that will change, but certain things never change.
Yeah.
If you're turning your wrist, the things that change will always change in the same way. Right? It's as if there's some kind of self-regulation going on in the system.
Yes.
That looks really good. Okay, metronome on at 40.
Yep. So we're doing just the
we're just going and so we're just going to play quarter notes.
Dynamics, like low dynamics.
Turning a half an inch.
Okay.
Just start with that. Just search for the things that meditate on the things we've discussed. The wrist fulcrum. You have to maintain a height of turn, not that high, a little less, a little less. I don't want you feeling the stick. I want you to feel the distinction. I want you to feel the difference. Okay? So you're just holding that stick, relaxing your arms, you're down at the floor, and okay. And when you're ready, you're just going to turn, I don't know, 6, 7 inches high. You feel the difference. Come on, turn up high now, like you did before. There you go. You don't have to slam down, you just have to lift higher and let it come down as it will, normally, without forcing and jumping. Feel it? Feel it? Feel it right in that spot.
Yes.
Okay, so we're really defining fulcrum potential. There you go, you're coming back down. Beautiful. Okay, so we have that. Okay, now let's just play eighth notes. Nothing's changed. We're looking for the wrist fulcrum, and we're looking for the fulcrum in the hand, or the fulcrum potential in the hand. What are we doing? So we're playing eighth notes. We're barely turning up to this ceiling. And I'm trying to feel both of those fulcrums, or fulcrum and fulcrum potential. Okay, and when I'm ready, I'm just going to turn higher. Now I can really feel it right in there. Nothing changes. You're just going to turn higher.
Right.
Get to the center. Left has to go to the center, straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down, straight up and down. Yes, that's good. See, left just got better. Okay. So now we're going to go to, so we're playing them back down to somewhere around pianissimo. Now we're here. Eighth note triplets. They don't overblow. You have to turn up just a little bit. It's supposed to be nice and smooth and relaxed. We don't let go anywhere. Nothing's changed. Just turning at a different speed. We're still trying to feel the fulcrums in the wrist, the fulcrum potential in the hand, and then we're going to turn up higher. I really feel it in there. Feels really nice too. Real solid. I know exactly where that stick is going to land and what it's going to feel like in the hand. And then we can come back down to here. So I'm meditating too. So where were we? I've lost it. We're here. 16th notes. Okay, and we're going to bring that up. See? Yeah, bring it up. There you go. See? Now you can come. Now you have control over dynamics now. Okay, so very, very simple exercise to get your grip together because it's been a little.
Yeah.
Okay, it comes and goes, right? But now it's starting to. You're developing this classic Spivack grip, right? Okay, all right. So that's your singles. So really simple.
Yeah.
Right? You just meditate on that. Mm-hmm. All right. So then we had what was the up and down stroke exercise.
Yeah.
That I get you to. Should we do that next? Let's see. Do you have stick control now?
Yes. Yep.
Right. And all kinds of other cool books.
Oh yeah, I got a pile, a library full of them. Lifetime of study.
Cool. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I made up an exercise for you.
Yeah, deceptively simple.
or deceptively complex.
Yeah, well, that's what I kind of meant. I said it wrong, but
I do
it's harder than it seems. Is what I'm trying to say.
Right. So, okay. So if we're at 40 here, let's just take a look at the first iteration. Now we're going to introduce, we have the grip. Now we're going to, by the way, we didn't really talk about it, but you were at the floor here, weren't you? Just turning at the floor. See, but now what we want to do is we want to learn how to make an upstroke to a downstroke. Murray would call it a single stroke. And what we're looking for is, there's this idea of, Dick would say you leave the bead down when you go up. Now, the only way you can leave the bead down is if it is down to begin with. In other words, we want to be at the floor so that we can go up and down, leaving the bead down. Okay? But if we're not at the floor and we want to leave the bead, we can, but now we're moving around a place that is who knows where. We want to know where it is. We want to know that it's at the floor. We want to decide where the floor is, and then we want to always be moving around the floor or around this fixed point. Right. Right? Then you have to come all the way back down to flat. There's not a lot going on, and yet there's sort of a lot going on. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So metronome on. Go and play the first iteration with the accent on the first right. Now the left hand is doing exactly what we just talked about, isn't it?
Yes.
You have the fulcrum in the wrist. You have fulcrum potential in the hand. It just got better. That's all it's doing. Now the right, what we're looking to get happening is we're looking to take advantage of what would be Murray Spivack's classic single stroke, right? Which is where we're leaving, you're so close to the surface, you can't help but make a note. You see, if you're just going to make a downstroke, just making a downstroke, we don't bring the bead up first. We leave the bead down. And therefore, if we wanted to, because we're so close to the surface, we could actually make a little tap. So we're making that tap, not turning to the ceiling first. We're making that tap from parallel, from the floor. With that little grip that I told you about. There you go. And then you want to get back to the stick being flat. Little tap. Just for fun, go ahead and do the classic Richard Wilson. Don't lose your grip up front. Still have your 3-finger grip. You go all the way up.
Not sure.
Yeah, almost. Kind of. Right, and then it would whack, come down.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. but in other words, I just don't want you holding your arms stiff.
Yeah.
So if we come up, what happens? There it is. You see, there's some there's a relaxation here, but you don't do it.
Yeah.
We're not doing the molar thing. We're just leaving everything alone, and you will see this. That's right. That's right. That's very good. Oh, wait. Once you get to here, then you have to cock your wrist. There you go. Not bad. Come on. You got to get to here first. There. Now you can cock your wrist. See, it's set to cock to the ceiling. Boom. And when it comes down, do it with me. Do it with me. Forearms coming down, forearms coming down, forearms coming down. Come on, forearms coming. Yeah, now you got to catch up with the wrist. No, it doesn't pop up at the end. Let's try it again. Let's just try it again together. Okay, forearms coming down, forearms coming down. So now you're turning to catch up to the forearm. You get to here. Don't come up at the end. It's going to go down. It's like you're trying to drive a nail through a 2x4, and you keep pulling away from it. No, we're going to get that nail in there. We're not pulling up at the end. We're going down. But it's got to catch up. What happens is, it's pretty good now. What happens is, as we turn to the ceiling, the forearm's going to start to come down, right? And before the forearm gets to the floor, the wrist has to catch up. So right at the very end, they're moving together. There's no lifting away. All that power you've got, the forearm heading towards the ground, and the wrist catching up to it, and then you get the natural sort of whipping motion or the torque that runs to the tip of the stick. That's what we're looking for. Try it. Yeah, don't force it. Just catch up to it. The whip motion will happen without you trying. Okay, it's not bad. Not bad. Okay, so go ahead and play this.
Okay.
Nice and relaxed. We want to always get down to that floor. Got my sexy 3-finger grip. Okay, now we're going to do the next one. Ah, 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 get down to that floor. I don't want you losing where the stick is going to run. I don't want to start to see your look like this. See, the stick is too lined up with your forearm. We're talking about an alignment that isn't quite right. The stick should be running to the palm. Just a little, see? See, the stick isn't following the forearm directly. Right. Okay. The stick is not here. The stick is here. See? Come on, a little further over to the, away from the bone. A little more this way, just on the outside of this bone, here. And hold your grip, 3-finger grip. Looks like this. Just hold it up, show it to me, yeah. There. Okay, come on down. Should have an angle. See, now your angle isn't perfectly aligned. Much better. Take a look at yourself in the monitor.
Yes.
That's how it should look. So that when you go up, look, I can still see a relationship that is not entirely aligned. However, we're calling this our correct alignment. We're going to go up, still not perfectly aligned. And then as we turn, still not perfectly aligned. And as we come down, it's never going to be perfectly aligned. Unless you go moving it in your hand. Okay, go ahead. Just show me a downstroke in the left. Come on, that's not bad. Come up a little more. Okay, that's not bad. Keep that alignment now. Don't let's start bringing that butt in. There you go. Keep that. Much better. Go ahead and play. There you go. Starts right, doesn't it? If we're always starting right at this point. So it's going to be a downstroke starting with the right.
We're doing the second one, the second.
So
I thought we were on the second one, no? When it's in the one and one.
No, we're just playing the first iteration. Only we're putting an accent on the first right, as we just did, as it's written, and now I've added an accent on the next left. Right, left.
Two accents in a row. Gotcha. All right.
Watch your alignment or lack thereof. Come on. Don't hold your elbows out to get it.
2, 3, 4.
There you go.
One, and one, and one, and.
Straight up, straight up. Think of how we go up.
One, and.
Almost. There you go. Come back to the floor. Don't lose that relationship between the stick and the forearm. Good, good. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Not bad. Come on, don't forget to cock your wrist in the right, like in your left. See, cocking that wrist a little goes whack, 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 whack. Good, not bad, not bad. Okay, so we got that, right? So we have that. Then we went You have to make all the accents the same volume.
Yeah.
And in the right, you have to get the same volume, you have to raise and cock the wrist consistently. There you go. There you go. Back, but there's got to be two accents in the right.
Yeah.
The right is always the right is always making an accent. It just goes whack, 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 whack. So the only hand making an upstroke is the left. Gotta keep that right going. The right's just doing this over, and over, and over. It's gotta make two throws in the right. There you go, almost. Come on, two throws in the right. Come on, two throws in the right consistently. Just throw, 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 up, throw, throw, up, throw, throw. Yeah, you got the idea. So let's see, what can I come up with here now? One, two, three, four. We could do that. And then see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1. Okay, that might be fun for you. It's the same kind of thing, just getting these motions happening with the upstrokes. So we're gonna go down to the 6/8 page.
Yeah.
Now the 6/8 is going to turn things around more often, so that it won't quite matter which hand you start. It won't matter as much which hand you start with.
Okay.
Just to keep things going, typically what we played in 4/4, you'd start left, right? So that you're duplicating what you did, but in reverse.
Right.
Okay. Now we're in 6/8. Okay. So so it's just this. Here are our little wrist turns again, right? And now, and then, what was I doing? See, oh, that's it. So we're just going to start with the first iteration, just to remind you of how this is going to go. Okay, try that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll watch the angle in your left. Don't have it lining up to your forearm to the point where I know you've changed your grip. That little up, and don't forget to cock your wrist. Remember how it felt when you came up and the elbow was relaxed, and then you cocked your wrist and everything fell to the floor, and the wrist caught up with the forearm just before it arrives. Not bad, not bad. Okay, now give me 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It sounds like
So
accent, accent,
Yeah.
accent, accent. Right, left, right, left, right.
1, 2.
No arms like that. Come on.
1,
Just
2,
a little sexy motion.
1, 2, 3. 3, 4, 5.
Have to figure out where the upstrokes are going to be.
Yeah, that's tricky. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, now it's starting. Now, good. I've broken this thing down so that it's starting to fall apart, which is kind of my job. Right? You have to find things that you can't do.
Yeah, there's a lot of those.
Right?
1, 2, 3. So I'll do the upstroke would be the last.
Off your metronome. Turn off your
Yeah, I got to slow us down a second. So me.
off.
1,
So it's a throw. Let's see. Yeah, so there's going to be an up. It's going to be throw, and then you're going to make an up in the right, up. So it can catch, and then you're going to make it up in the left, and an up in the right, up, 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 up,
right, left,
up.
left, right, left,
Up.
And this
The
is
other
gonna
one,
be
there you go. Throw the right, up.
I put some arrows in there. It's messing me up. So it's right, left,
Up.
right, left.
Up. There you go. Throw.
Yes.
Come on, the hand that makes you up has to throw first.
No,
Up. And the hand that throws is going to go first. The hand that makes the up is going to go first.
Yeah, makes the up is gonna go first.
Yes. Yeah. Doesn't it?
Right, left, right.
Up.
There's a downbeat there, though, right?
Maybe I misspoke. Let me make sure I know what I'm talking about here. Oh, so that's not true, is it? The other hand is going to have to throw first.
Yeah, it kind of stays.
Up. And
Supersedes
the
it.
other hand's going to throw. Then you're going to
Goes
make
past
it. And the other hand's going to throw. Then the hand that. So you're right.
Yeah, that's the tricky maneuver for me right
I'm
now.
making this stuff up.
I know it's good though. I gotta be able to do
I
everything.
think it's a cool way to enhance
Right, left.
what Murray has.
This would be
in his library.
left, right. So it'd be like that. It'd be right, left, boom, bam, bam.
There you go. Up.
Bam,
There you go.
bam,
See, it just kind of flows like that.
right.
Okay, you got the idea.
Yeah,
Go
so
put the metronome on. I think you're faster than you're fine.
1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. Right, left, right, left, right.
Okay, you got the concept. Now you're just gonna have to, this is meditation time on your own, right? Because you understand the concept. Now what's the next one? Let's see. What did I do again? Yeah, so now, 2 ups. Up, right? So this one's a little easier.
1, 2, 3.
Up.
2, 3, 4, 5.
Up.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Has a nice flow to it, though, doesn't it? These motions keep you flowing.
Yeah.
It's smooth to your playing.
Not flowing yet, but I will be. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Up. Throw. Up. Throw. Up. Is your metronome on? Now, don't make too big a deal about the arms. We want to keep them reacting to the wrist. The wrist is wagging, the tail is wagging the dog, not the other way around.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Up. You got to get all the throws.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1.
Okay, so you understand that concept. Very cool. Okay, now. What would be the next one? Let's see. So now the right hand is just going to keep throwing. Like in the 4-4 exercise where the one hand kept throwing. So this is going to keep throwing.
2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then the up is just going to be in the left.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There you go.
4, 5, 6.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a cool exercise for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Okay, so that we're just you could probably get this up to 48. You know.
Yeah.
If we challenged you. Let's see.
Yeah. The key is just being able to be an accent any spot really.
Which can sound really cool on the drums.
Yeah.
If you take those accents and you put them on cymbals, what was it? Okay, and you put the bass drum with that. That sound. See, this stuff is all very usable on the drum set.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, okay, we're going to work on that. We can get it up to. We can shoot for. Just go ahead and play. What's real slow? Just go ahead and play the last iteration where they're all throws except for the last one.
Okay. What speed?
52. I'm going to see that you can get up there.
Two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Ah, yeah, you'll be fine.
Throw,
Put it up to 60.
Throw.
Put it up to 60.
Throw.
If you can get that, get it there.
3, 4, 5, 6.
Rip, angle, throw.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah.
Okay, this is right at the top of your
4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
ability to
Throw. No.
execute.
Throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2,
Okay. So I would say 50, 52/56, 52. We don't need to rush this. I just want you to get the motions. The speed will come with you developing
Right.
the psychological, the mental awareness, the muscle memory aspect.
Throw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2.
You might have to keep throwing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's your up.
4, 5, 6.
Ah,
1, 2, 3,
okay.
4.
So where are you there?
That's 50. That's 52 right there.
Oh, okay. So let's take this to 52.
Yeah.
Let's just enjoy the process.
Yeah.
Just learn the patience that is required to. Okay. You're going to start that both ways. You'll also start it left. Okay. All right. Now we also had you working on the Flam accent number 2.
Yeah.
How's that coming along?
I think pretty good. See, we'll see in a minute.
You see, look at your angle right now. Look how good it looks. I had you at 40, but you're faster than 40 right there. Had you starting at 40. We want to get that nice solid thing that happens when you really line everything up, come to the floor, you get this nice solid attack.
1, 2.
So where are you there? Where's your metronome?
I'm at 40. 40. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2. 1, 2.
Now we don't want to push our forearms down. You're a little better as it was faster. Not interesting. So what we really want to get happening is we want to just remember, we don't want to throw our hand open when we turn to the ceiling, right? Which is, I saw a little of that going on. I want to hold it here. I don't need any of this. And then we want to have the feeling of, remember when you went up and left the bead down? And the elbow will move a little. Something like that. That's really good. See, all of this will collapse. And you come right back down. There. That's what you don't want to lose as you're playing this stroke. And so go ahead and do that. Maintain that. Nice angle. Butt end runs out just next to the bone. So you don't have perfect alignment, but you have this beautiful alignment. It's consistent. Huh? Go ahead and play. Come on, you got to turn your wrist to the ceiling. You've got to get this part and this part. You've got to get both sides of the throw. There. Come on, turn to the ceiling on your throw as your forearm falls. Let me just show you one more thing, because it's fine. But if we don't turn to the ceiling after we get to here, we end up, if we don't turn our wrists, we end up with pushing down with the forearm. Watch. There's no time for the forearm to just gradually cascade downwards under its own volition or motivated by the wrist. What we want to do is we want to turn. See, as I turn to the ceiling, all that turning to the ceiling gives the forearm the opportunity to begin to fall, and then the wrist catches up at the there. You come on. You see, you really want to get that forearm to come down. Come on, to come down, 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 more down. Let it come. No, go. Just do this with me. How would we do? Oh, okay, we can be over the surface. Just be off to the side a little bit. Yeah, just hang out like that. Okay, now we have to pretend that there's some kind of floor here, I guess. And we're just going to come up like this, right? Leaving that bead in a at that fixed point. Okay? Yeah, see? You can come up. Just kind of hanging there. See, it's just hanging there, isn't it? Richard Wilson would say that when you go up, the stick feels like it's hanging when you make a throw. It's hanging, isn't it? Okay, now if we cock to the ceiling nice and slow, the forearm's starting to come. Come on, let the forearm down. Look at my forearm. Mine's coming down. No, look at my bead. I'm still going up to the ceiling. I'm down here now. I'm exaggerating. Come on, get your forearm down. You didn't give it a look. I'm just don't have to clutch. Okay, so let's try it again. Okay, so we're just here. It's just hanging, right? Kind of hanging. Okay, now concentrate on turning to the ceiling slowly and feeling your forearm go down. Come on, let it come down. Down, 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 down more. Keep turning to the ceiling so it can come down more. It won't come down if you don't. There you go. There. See, you're down. So we're here, and then we're here. Just do that. Come on. We're here, and then we're here. Come all the way down to your leg. I don't care. Come on, come down to your leg. Yeah, let it come down. Right. So we wanna. Yeah, like right. So we're coming down. There. Okay, now don't keep doing it over and over. It'll just become. There will be no beginning or end to it, which may be a cool thing, really, but we're not heading that way right now. So we're here, okay, and then very relaxed. We're gonna come all the way down. Yeah, so you don't have to do very much. If you let all this weight fall, you have the momentum of all that weight. But it's gotta fall. There. It's gotta fall and it can't fall, because in this technique, everything is countervailing. Except for at the very end of the throw. When you're throwing, everything is countervailing. That's the up to come down and the down to come up and everything is backwards. You're in Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Okay, so look,
That's the thing that's tripping me up right now.
what's tripping up?
Just that forearm down, I think, and the wrist turn and the forearm down, getting that linked up is.
Yeah. So this, let me show you another way to kind of consider it, but it's looking pretty good, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me forever to get. The throw can take a minute.
Yeah.
So watch what happens as I turn forward to go up. I'm turning forward, so the bead, in a sense, this bead is going down, but my wrist is going up.
Mm.
Look, I'm going to go down more, and my wrist is going up more. Now what? You see? They go backwards. It's backwards. Hold on with that little 3-finger grip. See? It's backwards, isn't it? You're going down, but you're going up. So you're going down or up. It's debatable. Okay, now what's going to happen? As we go up, the rest of the system is going to countervail by going down. It's going to reverse. There, it's coming down now. And right at the end, you're going to catch up. And when you catch up, with this all coming down, it ain't going to countervail anymore by going up.
Nah.
It's not. That's where the countervailing ceases to exist. It's going to catch up right there. Oh, too soon. My wrist looks more like this when I'm done. It doesn't go.
Yeah. Mm.
It's got to come down. Almost. Try just one more thing to try. We're coming up to here. Okay. So everything's gone backwards. You're down, but you're up. Now we're going to go up, but this is going to go down. Come on. Let it come down. It's got to keep coming down. If you're going up, this is coming down. You're done. Now you're all the way down, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. So just go like this and turn your wrist. Don't come up. Why'd you come up? If you're down here and I turn my wrist, it stays down here. It doesn't go up. Try it. Try. Let it come down. All the way down. Come more like that. Oh, come on down. It's as if we're not even going to catch up. We're just going to turn the wrist at the end. Okay.
Mm.
But really what's happening is at the very last minute, we catch up.
Yeah, I feel like maybe it's a little too high. So I feel like I'm hitting like here. So I don't know.
It's okay.
Maybe a little too high.
And it might be a little high. We don't, but you can make not bad. We want it to go down. Just throw your stick on the floor. You won't see anything coming up at all. Right, throw it down. Throw it down. They say it goes to be like that. Nothing comes up. Literally throw your stick on the floor. Throw it on the floor. Yeah, you see it didn't come up. Dick would say it's like you're throwing a ball, but you don't let go of the ball. So throwing a ball isn't like this. Yeah, it's more like that. Okay, so you just got to play like that. Okay, you got the idea. We're not.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna mess my high. I feel like my snare might be a little high for me. I mean, that's what's tripping me up a little bit, possibly.
It could be, but you know that potentially, Dick Wilson used to have his pad really high. Look, see, it still works. Right? You know, the idea of it's about relating to whatever you're playing on a hi-hat. It's up real high.
Right.
But you still are going to do that. You're not going to go, right?
Yeah.
Downstroke is a downstroke. And to quote Richard Wilson, down is where we go. Down. Okay, so I don't want to blow the turn what is something that's going to iron itself out as you keep thinking about this stuff. I don't want to turn it into something more than it is. Okay, so let's put the metronome, keep the metronome at 40 and just see if you can just get the classic motion that we're looking for. I want to come down. Now, at this speed, there is no downstroke. Come on down. That's not bad. Okay. Okay, put it up to 52. See what it looks like there. No, there's no upstroke. Don't change the stroke. Tap, tap. Remember the tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. Just turn and make your motion and throw. There's no upstroke here. Come all the way down. Cock and allow that cock to the ceiling. Allow the forearm to countervail, heading in the other direction. Okay? How about 72? What would happen? Because if I recall, you started to burn this last time.
1, 2, 2.
Come on, you got to make a throw on the right. Got to make a throw on the right. Where's the right going to stop? No, the right's supposed to stop at the floor. So this is just on the precipice of being a little too fast for you. But it's just going tap, tap, throw. Throw, 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 throw. Come on, give me a throw. Just play the throws. Just play the throws. Forget the tapping. Throw, throw. Come on, just get nice and flat and throw. Throw, come all the way to the floor. You have to cock your wrist to the ceiling so that the forearm has a chance to come down. That's when it's going to come down, when you're cocking. There! It's not going to come down until you go to the ceiling. But first, it has to go up by turning down. Really get this side of it. Come on, get both sides of it. In the right especially, come on, you got to get this side of it too. There it is, there. And then come all the way down. Not by shoving, by turning. Now add the taps. Tap, 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 and keep that motion. Keep that motion. Ah, yeah, keep that motion. Keep it. Okay, I'm going to have you practice it this way. Just with the... Come on, both sides of the throw on the right. You got to come up in the right. Back to just throwing. Just throwing. You lost your right. You lost your right. You can do it, though. Come on, throw. All the way down. Both sides. You have to bend forward first. Bend. Give your chance. Give yourself some time. Means you might have to start a little earlier. You have to get to here. Come on, get to here. Get to here in the right. There it is. Come on. And then there it is. Wham, wham, wham. And you're doing nothing. That's really good. Now all I have to do is add the taps. Almost. Okay, so I'm going to have you work on that. I'm going to have you work on that. But that's how we're going to approach it. I'm going to have you work at this from 40 through 52 through 60 and then 72, and you're just going to practice making throws before you start to make your little taps. And if the throw goes away, it means that somehow the taps have affected
Yeah.
what was a really good throw in each hand. Okay?
Yeah.
Down is where we go. Up is down. Down is up.
Yeah, I just gotta get that little this part's once I get plugged in there.
Right, and it seems counterintuitive.
Yeah.
And yet that's how next time you're out for a walk, take a look at how you walk.
Right.
When you go to move forward, your foot goes down and the ankle goes up and the leg starts to move upward. And then as you turn the ball of your foot upward, the heel comes down and suddenly we're walking. And this is, like Murray said, I'm not asking you for anything extraordinary. You've been doing this since the day you were born. You were probably moving this way in your mother's womb.
Yeah.
So before you were born. This is all very, very natural human motion.
Yeah.
On this planet.
Yeah. Just got to get our own way.